You don't want to get one too tight, because then it's going to choke the dog when it pulls. If your dog is got more angle or less angle, you may need to adjust how tight this thing is. All right, I want no pulling. A lot of times I like to put my hand through where the dog's head is going, and then get things kind of separated out. Here's my belly band, and this is the piece that has to go over the dog's head. So this harness, again, it fits on basically the same way as the other Siwash. I put it over their head first. You lift their front legs through. Be careful how you do that. All right. Again, if you do this, and when you first start, you want to teach the dog what you're doing. But if you take his leg and hurt him, he's not going to like the harness a lot. So keep him lifted. Go to the other side. This is where a nice sit. I'm not going to give him a sit-stay because I don't want to confuse him with my sit-stay in obedience. Oops, I can shorten it. I can position it the way it needs to be on him. Somebody's having a
Who's complaining over there?
Everybody has a lot to say.
I love it. Here.
Sit. Sit.
Now you notice how this adjusts. This is sewn. This part here is not sewn into the harness. So that can adjust, that can move around. And the thing that does is it prevents you from pulling down on the dog's back. Because this part is where the traces will get attached. You see all the pull is on the shoulders. Where with that other one, there was a lot of pull on the dog's back. The rear band on this needs to be snug enough that your dog's not going to go and put his foot up in there. All right? Trust me.
It's not a good thing.
And you'll be looking really funny. And you can always move this around. The other thing I like about this harness. Excuse me. Miles. Sit. Leave it. Being doofus. Stand up. Alright, you can move this thing around so that it's not in the way.
It's okay.
It's snug enough. He's got plenty of room. He can move. It's not going to interfere with his breathing or his pulling. Yet he'd have to stretch a little to get his foot in there. This is the part that attaches your dog to the cart shafts. What you have to do with this is you have to balance that to your cart as closely as possible. Now, that cart, you'll notice the shafts are very high. So, if I was to put him into this cart, Miles here, to balance it, now you want the cart balanced. You don't want the cart shafts up like this or down. It's good to do this adjustment with the weight in the cart. So you know how it tracks as far as the weight. What you're going to want to do, you're going to want to adjust this so that these are at the level where you want the cart to stay. This cart also has one thing I like about it. It has this. Now part of the thing with this too, now this band needs to stand. Could be a little snugger on him. He's got too much slop in there. So that when he's pulling and moving, this is going to move around and bounce around. Dogs' necks and heads, believe it or not, when he's working, watch what when they pull, what do? Head goes down level. Horses keep their heads up when they pull. Just make sure the position position of the shaft, once they're all harnessed and everything, make sure the position of that shaft is such that you don't want it back here where he's going to catch it behind his leg. Make sure that these loops stay where I position them. When you stop the dog and cart, that's what stops the cart from hitting him in the butt. So you want to make sure that that doesn't slide back and forth. Okay, so now I have my cart and I've let him sniff it. And I've rolled it. I want to see how he reacts. I don't want to surprise him with any of this. Okay, let him walk underneath it. Don't you pee on it. All right. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out, and I'm going to take the cart on this side, and my dog on this side, and we're going to walk, and we're going to go through every kind of terrain, let it make noise. If I had stones, I'd go through stones. It's quiet here. I find noisy spots so that it rattles, it bounces, it moves. He knows its next step would be to slide these on the shafts, but not fix them in place. Again, what I'm looking for here is safety. I wanted to have a situation where if I had to get him out of here real quick, I could. I don't want the dog to get hurt. But now he's kind of attached to it, and if I have to get him off, I can, without having to cut them loose to where you're going to actually use the shaft and hook him to the cart. Because once I do this now, he's hooked. So we're going to progress. You know, we'll get him going with the cart and harness. And while we're going through all this, we're going to start looking, make sure, constantly be adjusting the cart and harness to fit the dog properly.